As we look ahead to your life after college, we can be sure of two things. On the one hand, in your professional career, you probably won't need to know much about Beethoven and his music. On the other hand, in that career, whatever your field, you will need to communicate clearly and concisely. This means conveying specific, detailed information in the fewest possible words, and organizing your thoughts in a clear, hierarchical structure. Hence, the discussion component of this course requires you to write micro-themes. In each case, I supply several brief prompts, you choose one, and then respond with only one or two carefully constructed paragraphs for a total of 250 words or shorter. Why the length limit? Because in most situations after college, you won't encounter a minimum length requirement. Instead, you're more likely to face a maximum length restriction. Ergo, the micro-theme discussion format is probably unlike any other writing you've done before. Most crucially, you must always start with your main point. Don't restate the question. Don't try to lead us gradually to your main point. Just start with your thesis and then supply the detailed evidence that supports it. This way, your reader or listener always understands why you're telling them any given piece of information. The only valid exception is to start by explaining how your take relates to what your peers have already posted. For example, I agree with Caroline, and here's another example to illustrate how Beethoven's music influenced that of the Beatles. In such cases, if your thesis doesn't appear as the end of your first sentence, then it must appear as the second. For more details of what to do and what not to do, see the micro-theme discussion forum for session 1. Please be sure to read all of these examples carefully. And above all, please note that answering a prompt always involves some research beyond reading the textbook. Remember, the point of discussion is not to check your comprehension of the text, but rather to prod you to connect what you learn about Beethoven to larger contexts, including fields of study other than the history of music.